Okay, so we have the go ahead to get started. My name is Chandria Singleton. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our call. Thank you for joining us this evening for the Becoming event. We are here to celebrate a successful entrepreneur as influential doctors, part two, as they successfully integrate plant based nutrition into their practices. Again, my name is Chandria, and I'm your host for tonight. We are a group of like minded and multifaceted Black entrepreneurs from various walks and stages of life. Each session is going to feature a different host, a topic, and a set of insightful panelists. You're going to get a glimpse into some of our experiences, including a vehicle we have found that has significantly influenced our process of becoming the people you are going to see tonight. With that being said, as you observe our stories, know that we are not making any claims to treat or cure a specific disease or condition, nor are we making any income claims. This series is a platform that we hope will empower you to embrace an entrepreneurial mindset of success. Now, I am happy to introduce to you tonight's panelists. You probably already have read their amazing and wonderful bios in the invitations you were sent, but let me just give you just a little glimpse in case you did not. We have Dr. Valentine, Dr. Nailani Valentine. She is a naturopathic doctor, 50 years a nutritionist, founder of a wellness practice. She is a lover of life and music. Yes, she is amazing. She's a wife, mom, grandmother, and a great grandmother. Next, we have Dr. Gina Johnson. She is a medical doctor, a doctor of osteopathic medicine. She is board certified as a family doctor, certified Pilates instructor, yes, owner of integrative medicine practice and health studio. She's a former Olympic level athlete, wife, and mom. We also finally have Dr. Sandra Shavers. She has an educational doctorate. She is a licensed clinical social worker, owner of a mental health practice, wellness strategist. She is a wife, a mom, and grandmother. So we want to welcome our amazing doctors tonight. And we want to introduce you all as we start to begin to discuss how to become a successful entrepreneur as influential doctors part two, how they successfully integrate plant-based nutrition into their practices. So let's get started. And I want to start by asking a question to our docs here because we have three different physicians, three different doctors. We again have a naturopathic medicine doctor. We have a licensed clinical social worker, Dr. Shavers, and we have a medical doctor, Doctor of osteopathic medicine. So how have each of you connected or introduced nutrition into your medical practices by implementing Juice Plus? Who would like to take that question first?
I will. I
Go ahead,
will.
Dr. Valentine.
Thank you. Happy to be here and happy to be on a panel with Dr. Shavers and Dr. Johnson. I mean, it's just amazing for me. So thank you. Well, first of all, I am not a medical doctor. I am a naturopathic doctor. And so nutrition is an integral part of what I do. It's a part of what I call the five pillars of health. And that's why it flows so well into everything that I offer to them. It begins with the nutrition because nutrition, first of all, our bodies really heal themselves when we give it, when we do two things. We give it what it's starving for, and we remove the obstacles to healing. And the biggest part of that is, of course, nutrition.
Oh, that is amazing how you stick with the foundation. Thank you, Dr. Valentine. Dr. Shavers, would you like to go next and answer that question?
I'm so happy to be here and privileged to be among this esteemed panel. But yes, I'd love to share about the ways that I integrate Juice Plus into my practice. I try to be as creative as possible. So I started with sharing videos in the waiting room. I moved then to hiring a wellness coordinator, but we'll talk about that later. So I don't want to go into that. But we also did something called Thirsty Thursdays, especially in the summer like it is now. It's hot outside. So they came in and they got something to quench that thirst. We also did Shred 10 groups, but we called them Transformation 30 back then, where groups of people would participate and let go of toxins in their body. We can elaborate more on that later. And I also I've brought in vegan chefs. I'm not vegan. Some days I am. But they've done demos as to what a meal would be like if you were to be vegan. Again, planting seeds in every way possible. So those are some, showing those videos, nutrition workshops, using the videos that the company offers. Those are some of the ways that I integrated Juice Plus into my practice.
That's amazing. Simple and practical, because Dr. Valentine just spoke about the foundation that she really focuses on, that we all need nutrition. And there you are showing people how to incorporate it in simple ways. And we'll talk more about that wellness coordinator and that Charade 10 program, because these physicians are going to want to know about it. Now, Dr. Johnson, could you tell us how you've implemented Juice Plus into your practice?
So first of all, I show them the capsules that I'm about to take for that day, because I've been taking Juice Plus for over 15 years. And so they get to see how simple it is to even open up the capsules and sprinkle it on their baby food for their children, put it in their smoothies. So I'm trying to also be a living example of how they can implement Juice Plus in their lives. I also use the systems that the company uses. I'm very busy, and so I don't want to reinvent the wheel. And so I use the Healthy Living Revolution website that has already recorded health talks by health professionals all over the world. And so they can look at different topics that are pertinent to what they're coming in for. I also have a template already in place where I can send them an email right from my laptop as I'm educating them about the power of whole food to get them completely well. And so I don't try to, do too much in the visit. It only takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes. I also use my studio to have events. I invite them. I just send them a quick invite while they're in the office. So just a couple of ways that way.
I love it. I mean, you guys are speaking, or you ladies, excuse me, are speaking about ways that are very practical for just us regular folks. I've worked 20 years in the medical field, and I have seen, I've worked for some big companies. I went to Emory University Medical School, and I've worked for some big companies, and they have amazing programs set in place for their patients, and because they want people to be well. You all are living testaments of doctors. They want their patients to be healthy and well. So we thank you for that. And you're spreading that to this information to other doctors and patients as well. Your doctors want you to be overall healthy. And these are practical ways that you're implementing the foundation, as Dr. Valentine mentioned. Now, I've seen these insurance companies and these medical facilities have like meals that are already pre-made to help people to eat healthier. And insurance even pays for them. But one thing I've seen also is that people don't do it. So how have you, people, doctors may want to know, well, I tell patients to do it. I tell my patients to do this. I get them a dietitian, but they won't do it. So how are you able to help your patients stay consistent? Dr. Valentine, would you like to start us off with that?
The first thing I do is remind them that it's only 2 of each a day. And when they put it in front of where they are, like on the cabinet in the kitchen, put it somewhere where you'll remember it. However, before that, I make sure that they're well educated as to how important this is and how this can make a difference. It's fruits and vegetables. However, we know we don't need enough. And when they get the education and they really see the difference that nutrition can make, then it's more important to them, which will help them to create the habit of being consistent every day.
Wow. So, I mean, this is beyond just, I know doctors don't get a lot of time all the time with their patients in the room. You're pressed for time, but you're really making use of the time that you have with your patients and then giving them practical things to do. And Juice Plus has allowed you to be able to do that. Now, Dr. Shavers, how would you answer that question? How do you help keep your patients consistent where they just don't have another bottle sitting on their counter and they don't take it?
That's the last thing we want, right? And so part of what I do is working with my clients, changing their mind. And if they change their mind, they can save their life. So that's what we call cognitive, which is thinking, behavioral, which is acting on what you think. So we process how you think about this. How are you going to approach this? And like Dr. Nalani said, placing it in a place where you can see it every day is basic. But then just engaging them so much with a call a week later when their product should be arriving to make sure they got it, to make sure that everything was included, and a plan for where now are you, did you put it where you said you would put it, a place that makes sense for you. And then follow-up calls the second week. How is it going? What have you noticed? You know, are you having any problems? Because often they will have problems, and I'm sure Dr. Gina can attest to this. If they're not used to flooding their bodies with fruits and vegetables, they can have, it can be gaseous. It can be, it can, you know, they can have an overflow in the bathroom. A lot of things can happen. So we're processing that week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 even, and then periodic checks. And then I send them updated videos. I send them samples of products they did not order. If they ordered the capsules for the fruits and vegetables, but they didn't try the omegas, I might do that, or I might send them a shake or two so that they can try that if once they establish some consistency on the products that they have and see some results. So I like engaging them over and over and over again.
So I love it. So I'm just going to jump in here before Dr. Johnson answers this, because doctors don't have time to do all of that, but that's where that wellness coordinator comes in. We're going to talk about that even more. But one thing you both have mentioned so far is the resources that the company has provided to you. You don't have to buy a marketer to make things for you and spend extra money. You don't have to go out there and do this and do that. You have everything, videos. Dr. Shaver mentioned she sends videos. You know, I mean, we're going to talk about other resources as Dr. Johnson answers, but I just wanted to point that out because I can hear the physicians on this call already saying, I barely have time to spend with my patients. I want to go home and I don't want to think about medicine. Well, you don't. That's what we're trying to help you to see how easy this is. Dr. Johnson, how do you implement Juice Plus into your practices? Because you have a Pilates studio as well.
So I keep my patients consistent by just reminding them about the research that has been done on Juice Plus, that as a physician that has to write prescriptions sometimes for blood pressure medicines or cholesterol medications, that Juice Plus has undergone the same type of research that other drugs have gone through. And so it's very easy for me to be able to show them that Juice Plus is decreasing inflammation. It is decreasing cardiac risk factors. It's helping with lipid levels in children. It's helping pregnant women with preeclampsia prevention. And so much about increasing the circulation to skin and helping with DNA damage prevention. And so when they see that it has been researched, then they have more belief that this will also do that for them. I remind them every visit about the power of nutrition, and that no matter what they're coming in for, that if we're addressing inflammation, that we're actually taking steps for the prevention of the #1 cause of death in America, which is heart attacks and strokes, and then cancer. And also, I remind them about the programs that the company has for them to that they can be part of, like the Healthy Starts for Families, where children can be sponsored and children can get it free for 4 years when an adult is also taking it. So, you know, I also remind them about the company and how much they are involved in family health by being very altruistic and generous to St. Jude's Hospital, Cancer Research, and just other foundations. So they want to know more. I also do the same thing that Dr. Shavers, you know, reminding them week 1, 2. And so I just wanted to give a different example of how I keep them consistent.
I love it. These are excellent. Someone in the audience wanted to know, what is this? What are they talking about? What is this? Dr. Johnson, could you briefly just give the audience an idea of what we're talking about when we talk about nutrition and being able to use Juice Plus for that?
Absolutely. So I'm a family doctor, and my mission is always about prevention. I take a holistic approach to my patient care. I'm a doctor of osteopathic medicine, a medical doctor that approaches their patient as a whole person. And so when we're looking at getting people completely well, nutrition is at the foundation of that. If you don't have the proper nutrition, then your organ systems don't function. Your body cannot do what it was designed to do. And we all have difficulty in getting that good nutrition because we're relying on other people to provide the food for us. We're going to grocery stores where other farmers have grown for us. They've been picked when they're too green. They've been shipped from other states and countries. We don't have our own farms anymore. And so Juice Plus is just a tool, it's a resource, it's a way to increase the amount of nutrition that you're getting from plants. And so the Juice Plus company has done the work for us. They have contracted farmers, they pick the produce when it's right. There's no herbicides, no pesticides, no mold, no toxins. They're rotating crops just for a better soil. And then they crush the whole fruit, the skin, the peel, the seeds, the pulp, the stems, the leaves. So we're getting that, it's just packed with nutrition. And then they remove the water. Along with the water comes out sugar and salt. And so you have the plant concentrates, the plant powders, and then they blend it for a rainbow of fruits, for a fruit blend, a rainbow for vegetables, for berries, and for vegan. And so we're able to consume that every single day. And it is so affordable that I share it with every single patient that I come across.
Love that. Love that. Thank you for letting them know that, because that was a question that popped up. Well, thank you. Go ahead, Doctor.
Just jump in and
yes, please do.
Because what Dr. Johnson reminded me of was what one of the top infectious disease doctors in the country has said. He said, there is nothing you can take with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been clinically proven to do. That says it all to me.
And that is nothing like the power of fruits and vegetables. So that is that is amazing. So I do want to mention that with Juice Plus, if you have a health savings account or a flexible spending account, HSA, which some of us have, I have that little card with my insurance, you can use that to pay for your Juice Plus. Amazing, amazing. So,
and I have had clients pay for it that way. So yeah. That's a nice
yeah, I personally have, my insurance company has reimbursed me to pay for my Juice Plus. So it is an amazing opportunity for physicians and their patients to get their hands on this powdered produce Juice Plus. Now, I want to go to that wellness coordinator because Dr. Sandra Shavers whet everybody's appetite because nobody has time to do all of those things. So how do you physicians do it? Because I know a couple of you and you have wellness coordinators. Could you tell us, Dr. Shavers, what is a wellness coordinator?
A wellness coordinator is a partner, somebody who has partnered with the company, but who has also signed an agreement with another partner to assist them. It's like having an executive assistant. They're a partner, but for example, in my practice, yes, I was booked back to back, hour to hour. So when one of my clients would see it in the waiting room, the video explaining Juice Plus, they were walking back into my office with questions. We answered their initial questions. And then at the end, by the end of the session, some of them are ready to order. Some of them have more questions, but their time is up. So I can send them to the office of my wellness coordinator. She can finish that. She can put in the order under my number, and she can answer those questions and wrap things up. And it just makes for a more efficient use of time when you're booked back to back. So, and then now I'm also functioning as a wellness coordinator for a physical therapy practice down in Florida. I'm virtual, so we do a lot of Zooms where when they come in while they're waiting, they can talk to me through Zoom. After they finish their appointment, they can talk to me through Zoom. And I put in their orders for those physical therapists, and it's a seamless process.
So wait, you can have your 18-year-old kid, you can have, your receptionist who wants that raise, but you're not able to give them that raise. They can be your wellness coordinator.
That's exactly right.
And they get that raise.
They get paid for their functions, their duties. Yeah.
Wow. Dr. Valentine, do you make use of a wellness coordinator?
I absolutely do. It happens to be one of my daughters, and she is the wellness coordinator for 3 doctors. And it makes a huge difference because now our patients and clients have someone to go to. They can call, they can text, and she checks in on them so they feel cared for. And that's important. You know, it's not just a product, it's not just something that we're giving them. We want to make sure that they're getting the results and that they know that they're cared for. So the wellness coordinator works very well.
And it could be anybody. It could be anybody. You could be your own wellness coordinator. You can use anybody. That's the beauty of it. Dr. Johnson, do you make use of a wellness coordinator?
So I don't have a wellness coordinator. I do Juice Plus very part-time, but I recommend it to all my patients. And what I do is once a patient gets on Juice Plus, I make it part of their nutrition supplement list, even though Juice Plus is not considered a supplement, it's just whole food, but I put it in there. And every time a patient comes in, I'm always talking about nutrition, and I look to see, are they on Juice Plus? And then I have an opportunity to, again, inspire about the simple way of increasing plant nutrition. But I also use my my daughters to send out emails. I send bulk emails. I have templates already in place. And so I have not yet used a wellness coordinator. I'm thinking about doing it, but it's been working for me because I'm a full-time doctor, and I also do the Juice Plus business on the side as a part-time basis.
I think what you all are showing is that the resources are there for this amazing whole food product, Juice Plus, for doctors to even be able to do full-time, part-time. They can employ their already employed staff to help them, or their children. You know, I mean, it's just a win-win either way. The patients are the priority for you all, I know. And that is what you're putting ahead of everything. But I do want to ask this question. And anyone, this is open, popcorn style, whoever wants to answer. What is a benefit or rewarding for you as a physician in recommending Juice Plus?
I'll go ahead and answer. As a person who grew up in St. Croix on a farm, eating food that we had to go outside and pick, I know the importance of eating the whole food. And that has been implemented in my lifestyle for a very long time. And so when I was introduced to Juice Plus, that was almost 17 years ago. It's been part of my life. As an integrative family doctor, I want the best for my patients. I took a Hippocratic oath to do best by my patient. And if I'm not talking about nutrition, then I'm doing a disservice. And Juice Plus is a way that I can help my patients to get to flood their body with plant micronutrients. And so ethically, I feel very comfortable recommending Juice Plus. But the company, their mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. So they want an army of people who can use the educational resources and use Juice Plus to be able to satisfy that mission that we're all on. And it's a community of people who are involved in health and wellness. And so the company designed a way for people to get their product at a discount by a membership program, which is so affordable. It's only $52 a year to have, and you get your product at a discount. And then when you actually have an army of people doing the same thing that you're doing, the company rewards you. It's almost like a rebate program, and anyone can get involved. And so the more people that are involved, the more people are hearing this message. And that is what we're here to do.
That is amazing. I mean, and you mentioned the yearly fee right now is waived until the end of August. So this is like the perfect time for physicians to look at implementing this into their practice and seeing how their patients do. I mean, I could only speak for what is done for me since 1999, you know, and several of you probably the same amount of time, you know, in addition to what I already do for my health as well, you know, drinking more water, eating more fruits and veggies, getting exercise, getting a proper rest, and keeping a proper balanced, positive mindset. All of those things play into it. and now I'm gardening. So, we have an amazing way to help you garden also. But Dr. Shaver, would you like to, anybody,
Yeah.
I'll open it.
I would love to say that in addition to waking up to text messages that say the Juice Plus is working, the Juice Plus is working, the Juice Plus is working, because that happens on a regular basis. One of the things I need to mention is that my family, I've always thought I ate healthy. I was wrong. I didn't eat as bad as I could have. But we thought that going through the line at Chick-fil-A was one of the healthiest things we could do besides cooking, And while it's good, I mean, we should not be eating Chick-fil-A every day. So I've learned a whole lot, and the accountability for my own health with the trainings that we get. I mean, the company that we keep, look at this panel that I'm sitting with. There is so much health information passed through this community of like-minded people who have a goal of empowering other people with health. The flexibility, I have to say, is right up at the top for me. My children are grown. I have 2 grandchildren. I was able to, because of the year we had, my grandchildren were homeschooled. And I had them 2 to 3 days a week, every week. And one was a kindergartner. Try homeschooling virtually with a kindergartner. I mean, but I was able to do that while I operated my business. And I just love the fact that we can integrate this business wherever it fit, however it fits in. I also love the fact that my compensation, my supplemental income is based on the number of families I help. So if I empower more families, my compensation is greater. I don't know, this company has thought of everything from the wellness coordinator program to, blessing us when we bless others. And what a blessing this has been to me and my family. We are different now. We are healthier now. We have more knowledge. And my youngest son and I will debate to the end because every time I learn something new, I share it with them. And he's just like me. He's going to make his point. But then I will look and I will see that he's made some changes, So I love it. I love all of the benefits. And when I asked the last person who said the Juice Plus is working, she was 35 years old. She said, I have no joint pain when I walk at work. She said, I'm more regular in the bathroom. And when I'm regular, I can think clearer. We know that it's all connected. We know that mental health and physical health is on the same continuum. So for everything, the overall picture, those are all benefits that I love about this company.
As a health professional, I'm just grateful that I was allowed to be the host with you amazing women in medicine. That's what I'm going to call it. But I want to just end off with this and just tell why, I think that everyone has expressed that this is important for physicians. If you look in the questions there, it's important for physicians to know that this exists for their patients and the resources that physicians have as well to give to their patients to make their practice and their practicing medicine easy. And we want to thank you all for doing that. And there are a lot of physicians out here that thank you for this and patients as well. So we hope that you have seen tonight how we come from all walks of life with different backgrounds and various reasons why we all said yes to this mission, be it the product, the capsules, the shakes, the omegas, the free Healthy Family Starts program where children eat Juice Plus for free for 4 years from age 4 to undergraduate college. Yes, it is amazing. The supportive community or the stable company of over 50 years that will continue to be with us on our journey of becoming. Well, our next presenter, Dewana Scantleberry, she is not able to be with us tonight. We have an amazing summer convention coming that she is preparing for, but she did record a video for us to see. And I'll just give you a little bit about Dewana. She is a corporate business leader with more than 25 years of direct selling experience. After attending Cornell University, she led a global rollout to replace an outdated business order management system. She also spent 15 years as a senior sales manager developing exciting field events and incentive programs while overseeing representative communications. Dewana also excelled as a senior marketing manager in an apparel industry for 12 years, responsible for product development that generated sales in excess of $180 million. Throughout her career, Dewana was so passionate about understanding the representative experience and walking in their shoes that she became one herself. She served customers more than 16 years and became a top performer. Dewana is currently U.S. Marketing Director for a global multi-million-dollar company. She is a native New Yorker and resides in the Bronx County with her husband and 2 sons. So we're going to play that recorded message from Dewana. And again, thank you.
Thank you so much, Chandria. It is an honor for me to join these amazing women. What an experience we have within this tribe of support. We've heard so many good tips, so many good words, and I'm going to look down for a moment because the things that got to me is, change your mind, change your life. I've been with the Juice Plus Company for 4 years, and it has been an incredible journey. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm sorry, we think we know a lot, and I had no idea this amazing community of people existed. I just didn't. Our home office is based in Memphis, Tennessee. And honestly, as a New Yorker, you fly over Memphis to get to California. You don't stop unless you got family there. Good thing about New York, we got barbecue too, and it's off the chain. So there really wasn't any idea in my mind that a company of this caliber globally existed. And what I learned about Juice Plus in this community is, one, this is a 50-year-old company, and it is growing in leaps and bounds. It has been amazing. Last year alone, we opened up 3 new markets. So we're at 26 countries and growing, and we have more that we're going to open up in 2021 and the next few years to come. But I never knew about this amazing global company, 50 years old, tells you about longevity, and it tells you about the people who are behind the scenes making it tick, supporting our partners, as we call these amazing female entrepreneurs, which was another thing that I noted, really the pride and the true respect we have for these women. You are really changing and impacting the lives of people. These women and the female entrepreneurs within this community are part of Women's History Month. In fact, we're not a month, we are history. We are history in the making. Really, when you think about it, one simple change, to be able to have the mindset of let me not treat, but let me prevent. And it's all about not just what we take in, but how we view that, how we value our body, and how we value how we get to help each other in this community. So this company is at the forefront of doing that. You heard about plant powders, whole food nutrition. I'm going to be honest, I was that mom, I was that wife. It was all about vitamins. That's all I knew. Drink a glass of water, get that. Have some salad on your plate. And I'm going to be honest, I was that girl, give me the collard greens and I'm going to boil it down. We didn't do that saute and sprinkle a little olives. We cooked that bad boy. But it was about supplements. I have 2 boys, a basketball player and a football player. I didn't know. I thought, let me get the best and most expensive vitamins, and that was going to help. It wasn't until I came to Juice Plus that I recognized, you know what? Maybe it could have been harming our bodies versus doing good until I got educated, until I wrapped my arms around this community who was teaching me, this New Yorker who thought she knew so much, a little bit more about nutrition and taking the time to embrace that and implementing. Now, Sandra, I know you said Chick-fil-A, and I'm sorry, that's my thing. But you also heard bridging the gap. And that means getting the nutrition that my body needs when I'm not necessarily eating the things that it should have. So I may want that Chick-fil-A, but that bridging that gap, that whole food plant-based nutrition is bridging that gap. And I so appreciate that insight and being able to incorporate that in my life and my family's life, which honestly, I don't fiend for Chick-fil-A as much as I do, right? That's a treat every couple of months. But it's just, again, this company, the mindset, health and wellness. We have experienced in the past year a lot of things that have just, rocked our world, right, externally. And this community was already in the forefront of building relationships and having conversations about health. Well, this pandemic has caused people to pause, you know, whether they were too busy before, they found time to listen. Why? Because they recognize, if I can do something different, or if I can do more of the good stuff, that this is going to help my body and my family deal with this crisis. And that's what this community is about. It's not about a magic pill. It's about educating and taking those simple change, making that simple change and sharing it with others. We're a support group. We come together. We are on a mission to inspire healthy living, but we are on a movement. And let me tell you, what we have in front of us as a product and as a business, it is not going out of style. And those of you who know me, I'm a girl, I love a red lipstick. I do not need a red lipstick. We all need our health. We want quality of life, even if you are dealing with a debilitating disease, quality of life, giving your body what it needs to just sustain you, to be able to embrace those moments that you have. That's what this movement is about. This product is not a trend. Our research alone tells us that whole food nutrition makes a difference in our bodies. The fact that we make it affordable. You just heard these amazing doctors talk about value and affordability. It's the variety of the rainbow that really is making an impact in our bodies. You also heard about, I was a vegan, I was a vegetarian, but Dr. Nelani, she still dealt with breast cancer. So it's that variety. And again, we make it affordable for everyone, especially parents. That ability to be able to take advantage of healthy thoughts for family, an adult sponsoring the child to get the product for free. That's amazing with the quality of plant produce. Research, over 40 research studies, and the ability to know that it's not, again, I was that girl, good housekeeping seal of approval. That's what I went by. If Oprah said it, sign me up. We have facts, we have research. We know what this product is doing in our body and the good that is happening inside. That oftentimes people don't realize, you know, oh, I don't see a difference. Well, are you getting up feeling a little more energized? Are you slagging toward the end of the day a little less? Are you reducing that coffee that maybe you needed 4 cups during the day and maybe now you're down to 2? We're talking small, simple changes. Are you moving a little more? I am moving and grooving. It is because of the excitement around what we get to do. Again, we're impacting lives of everyone globally, not just through the product, but also through the business opportunity. These ladies not only get to educate and teach about nutrition, but they also have a business where they're helping other people have a business, that we get to help each other, because that's what it's about. Sandra talked about mental health, supporting yourself, surrounding yourself with a community. We are that community. We are those amazing females and a few good men, but we come together because you can't do it alone, right? We need more boots on the ground. People need to be educated, and now is the time. And this company is here to support our partners as you go out and do that. You're at the forefront, but we're here holding up the rear, giving you resources, giving you access, giving you videos, giving you, brochures, going big on social so that we can see ourselves in the beauty of all colors of the rainbow. If I can see someone that looks like me and they're telling me a health story that I'm struggling with, you better believe I'm going to DM them. I want to know a little more. If there's a younger person that's, have this incredible business where she gets to enjoy life, but still is able to bring in some decent income, someone's going to look at that and say, I want to be a part of that. What is that about? So we really are making history. I want to thank this community of doctors, this community of people who have the mindset of helping one another. And the fact that I get to represent the Juice Plus company and being on this call, because together we are better and we are making an impact. It is not just today, it's tomorrow, and in the days and months and years to come. So thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dewana, for wrapping it up with a nice, pretty bow. So, just to sum up our event, we have talked about an amazing opportunity for physicians. And again, until the end of August, the fee to join is free. There is a blitz going on, and we want all our physicians to know exactly what our amazing panelists, Dr. Valentine, Dr. Shaver, Dr. Johnson, has shared with us today. And we want to thank them for sharing your candid insights with us today. Thanks to all of you who have taken time out of your busy schedules to join us. We hope you saw value in what we've been sharing, and perhaps something may have resonated with you, or you're just overall curious about some of the things you heard. And you're wondering, what are these plant powders? What is this stuff they talk about, these vegan omegas? And I mean, or this garden they're talking about, or this free stuff for these kids? If so, get back to the person that invited you to this event. They can give you more details. And we thank you again. Thank you to all our panelists, and thank you to all of our guests.